Hi guys. All right, so back again. Welcome to my channel. So I recently finished the 7-day jump rope challenge. And let me tell you, your girl lost a little something. So I'm excited to tell you guys about it. So I'm gonna keep the intro short. I'll jump into the video, and then at the end I will tell you guys my results, pretty much what I went through, and then pretty much the highs and lows and everything you need to know about the 7-day jump rope challenge. So stay tuned. Alright guys, so this is day 1. This is also the moment where I knew this is going to take a while because I'm not the best jump roper. Overall, this went pretty well. I think it took about 25 minutes to get through the 1,000. Was definitely out of breath. I think I did this after my leg day, so it was pretty tiring afterwards. But overall, this went pretty well. I made sure I got home and stretched and did a little foam rolling. I cannot stress the importance of foam rolling if you want to not be crippled the next day. So all right, so this is day 2. Kind of stayed in for this one. It was a little bit harder because it wasn't my usual jump rope. I used my roommate's, and I did it somewhere in the apartment. It was okay, honestly. I started feeling a little bit of pain or like a tightness in my left calf. That was also the calf where I kind of got lazy with the foam rolling. That's why I stress foam roll. But I was able to get through it. I think actually this day I only got to maybe 750, but we'll hang in there. All right, guys, so for day 3, I kid you not, I was dead. I could not get out of bed. I couldn't muster up the strength to do anything. I think just because the way I've been working out and my calorie deficit because of my fast, it just left me on 0. So jump rope did not happen on day 3, that's for sure. I think the only time I got out of bed was to go to the post office to mail my friend her cake, her birthday cake. And then I came back home, got in bed, and that was it. Absolute 0. So 0 jumps for day 3, but okay, so for day 4, I am back. I wouldn't say I was quite 100, but I was definitely trying to push. So this time I broke up my jump rope just so it's not so monotonous. So I split it up into 1,000 jumps, 200 jumps, or 5 sections of 200 jumps. And in between each section, I would do like a core workout. I think I did up to 100 of a certain core workout. So right now you see me jumping, and then I'm hitting the crunches, and then eventually I go back to the jumping. So basically I just go back and forth. This did wear me out quite a bit, and then I will drop in my calories. So my Apple Watch has this tendency to stop recording in the middle of my workout, so it may not be the most accurate, but it gives you an idea of what that workout looked like. But overall, day 3, I got it done, so I'm happy. Okay, so day 5, I was rushing, so I wasn't able to record this workout, but I think this was another leg day. And yeah, it was a leg day, and I just kind of did the same thing I did with the ab workout. I broke up the jumps within my leg day, so it wasn't so monotonous. So I did some lunges, some jumps, some squats, some jumps, some leg presses, some jumps, just back and forth until it was over. Overall, my energy felt pretty good. I did my 1,000, still feeling really tight in the calf here, but it was pretty good. All right, so day 6, I was back on it. I felt energy. I've been eating more, so I had enough in me to keep me going. Unfortunately, I did forget to record this workout, but essentially did the same thing where I broke up the jumps. 200, I think I did 250 this time. So 250, some extras. I think I did arms. I did biceps, triceps, shoulders, 250, biceps, triceps, shoulders, 250, biceps, triceps, shoulders, and repeat until I got to 1,000. So this was really good. It was quick. I felt good. I didn't record on my Apple Watch, unfortunately, but day 6 was looking good for me. At last, we get to day 7. Thank God. So this was the last day. I was so excited to be done with this. At this point, my calves were consistently hurting. I can feel some shin splints developing. So I vowed to take a good 2 weeks off of any form of jumping. But yeah, I got to my 1,000. I did it relatively quickly. I want to say maybe took less than 20 minutes, honestly. I know you see me fumbling here, but for the most part, it went pretty smooth. There were no problems. I felt good. I feel like I was more efficient. I eventually was able to do the double jump and also like the cross through and some little tricks here and there. So I definitely got better compared to the beginning. Hi guys. All right, so we're back. So that was my 7-day jump rope challenge / 2-week update. So I'm gonna go over the bad, the good, the neutral of how this 7-day jump rope challenge went. All right, so the bad. Honestly, I shouldn't have started this challenge the same week I was starting my fast. So I mentioned before I was doing like a spiritual fast. I do it every year. It's not the Daniel fast, it's something else. I do my own version of it. And I didn't realize that I'm basically just eating no fruits. So the fast consists of no grains, no dairies, no meat. So I can have certain cheeses actually, but most of my stuff is already no dairy. So I'm already really, really low on calories. It's a big sudden change. I didn't really warm up until I just kind of started this cold turkey. So right now, with that, those kind of restrictions, I have to work out on top of that, and I didn't realize how much more I would need to eat to kind of compensate for that amount of energy. Because I'm still eating the same portion sizes, but it's a smaller caloric intake, so I'm like really low on energy. I think I mentioned like day 3 I was dead, could not get out of bed. I was drained, and this happens sometimes like every year when I do the fast. Like there's usually like a day here and there where I can't get out of bed. It's just really bad. So that I would say I should have prepared more for in terms of this. So that's one bad. Another bad, I would say, but it's honestly expected, is the calf pain. The calf pain is pretty intense. Like I didn't expect it. So the first day I did my 1,000, I tried to foam roll. I foam rolled my right calf, did my left calf, got a little lazy at my left calf. My left calf is actually the one that started to suffer a lot, and it was really tight. Like I was kind of walking with a weird limp for the next few days. So definitely something to consider. And it took a few days for the calf pain to go away a little bit. And then also the shin splints. When you're jumping, and I know people say like if you have perfect form or whatever, good form, it'll help it. But honestly, you can only do so much because the constant on the ground is still creating some kind of shock to your shins, and it's gonna hurt a little bit. So I'll probably be sending the next week or 2 off of any crazy jumping exercises. Another bad, make sure you are wearing a really good bra, sports bra, one that's non-irritating and super smooth, because there is something called nipple burn, and it's real. it's real. I think by day 5 or 6, also my time of month is rolling around, so they're a little bit more sensitive, and it was burning. I came up to my apartment after jumping and literally just threw an ice pack on, and it was just burning. So that is definitely something. So the neutral / good, the jump rope. Being overall, it does target a lot of parts of your body. Like after the first day, I felt sore up through here, down to my arms, my grip muscles, obviously my calves. You can kind of feel it up to your glutes depending on how you jump exactly. You might feel it all the way up there as well. So it did target a lot of muscles in my body, and I actually put in like a little clip of the exact muscles that are targeted when you do jump roping. So I will say that. Another good is I actually got a lot better. I was able to go, I think at most 120 nonstop, which for me is great because before I could barely do 3. Now I'm making it, so that's definitely for me. Another good is that it is a really, really good and effective cardio. It will get your heart pumping. You will feel the improvements in your heart health overall. Would I say it's comparable to running and sprinting? I definitely wouldn't say it's comparable to sprinting. If you do like HIIT with sprinting, I won't say it's comparable to that. But maybe if you jump at a higher speed. I think I was going at a steady pace. But it is definitely something I want to incorporate more going forward with my workouts. So I'm excited about that after I take this little week or 2 break of jumping, just to let my shins kind of recover and everything. I will definitely start incorporating it more. So some recommendations I will make for you guys. So I mentioned earlier having a good sports bra. If you're a female and you got titties, definitely want to support those babies. Support them, keep them comfortable because the nipple burn will happen. A second thing I would mention is if you are starting to feel a little bit of discomfort when you're landing because of all the jumping, maybe try to go on a surface that's a little bit more, that absorbs the shock more. So whether it's like jumping on dirt or even finding a yoga mat, like a thick yoga mat to jump on top, anything that will help absorb the shock every time you hit the ground, because it does help a lot. So that would say that's something to consider as well. Another recommendation is be mindful of your caloric intake and outtake. So I wasn't mindful of me starting this fast around the same time as me doing the challenge. So some days it's just really wore me out, and then not to mention some days I was throwing in other workouts with the jump rope. So it wasn't like I dropped all my regular workouts and did the jump rope instead. I just added jump rope additionally to it. So that moves me to my next recommendation. So the monotonous 1,000 can actually feel like forever. So sometimes I break it up. Like I'll do 100 and then I'll do a leg exercise. I do another 100, I do another leg exercise, and you saw some of that in the video. So I can do lunges, 3 sets of 12 or whatever. Go do another 100. So I will do that throughout it. Sometimes I did 100 in some kind of core if I was having like a core day. So it kind of helps break up the monotony. You can still feel like you're getting the full effectiveness of your workout throughout the time. So definitely something I would consider. So now the part you guys are waiting for. Here are my results. So for my 2-week update, in total I've lost 6 pounds. So yeah. For the jump rope challenge, I have lost 4 pounds this week. But on top of this, specifically for the jump rope challenge, I've noticed that I lost 1/2 inch on both my arms, which is crazy. Because usually I feel like your arms are the hardest places to, see a difference. But yeah, 1/2 inch on both arms, which is really wild. I lost 1/2 inch around my waist, which is really crazy. I don't know if I took my hip buttocks measurement wrong or if I did it differently or something, but it actually went up 1/2 inch. I'm not mad, but something to consider. My bust is roughly the same, my chest roughly the same, but overall I'm really happy with the results. I feel healthy, I feel good. Definitely happy about everything. So would I recommend this? For sure. Definitely recommending it, keeping my recommendations in mind in terms of like the bra, finding some sort of surface that's going to absorb the shock from your jumps, and finding different ways to make it more fun, you know, instead of just doing a monotonous 100 or 1,000 jumps every day. That's another thing. So I've noticed some people did theirs differently, where they started at 500 and worked their way up to, they added 100 every day as the week went on. I just started with 1,000 and, you know, just try to carry that over for the week. So that could be another reason why I was exhausted, for sure. Sorry if I keep looking this way, it's just my things over here. But yeah, so that's what I'm exciting for. So as of right now, I still have 2 more weeks of my fast. I probably won't be doing any more challenges until the fast is over, but I'm definitely still trying to stay mindful for my fitness and trying to incorporate, you know, my calorie deficit while I'm doing this, so I'm not straying too far away. I do wild out sometimes, I do. You would think you can't wild out with fruits, vegetables, and dairy-free products, but you can. And it's been great. So I will see you guys next time, and I will update you in 2 weeks. All right, bye.